and this little nugget, he decided to put like his tongue in my mouth, and I was like, hello YouTube, how are you guys? So I am walking with my daughter. Hi, say hi guys. Say hi. Say hi to YouTube, mama. Is that you? So if you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure you do so. If you haven't turned your notification bell on, make sure you do so you can be notified when I post a new video. Anyways, so we are walking and I thought we can do a story time while I walk my daughter. She loves looking at the cars and stuff. She's tired, she wants to sleep. She took a shower, she ate, and so she's ready to go night-night. Getting a little bit dark, but I'm glad it's not yet. So we live by the road, literally by the road, so the main road. So it's always busy, but let me show you guys what I'm talking about. See, it's like the main road, so there's like cars. It's kind of sucks when there's like ambulance like in the middle of the night, because you can hear everything. Kind of like that. Yep, story of my life. So let's get to the story. So I'm gonna be talking about my first kiss. What happened was, it was in 8th grade. I hope you guys can hear me, because I know it's like it's not loud enough. So I was in 8th grade and I have never had a boyfriend, you know. I was one of the late boomers, you know. And the reason why was because, like, it's not like people never asked me out. Come on now. No, it's just like I wasn't allowed to date. You know, like when you're African, you can't just, it doesn't matter how Americanized you think you are, there's some things you just can't do, and dating was definitely one of them. And so, like, I've never had a boyfriend. I've never, like, and my friends who are already in like their 2nd or 3rd boyfriends, they're talking about my ex-boyfriend, this and this, my ex-boyfriend. I'm like, cool, must be nice, huh? Cool, okay, cool. I remember this clearly. Like my 7th art class, I had this boy who was just like, who showed interest. I am talking like an old person right now. Ever since I turned 23, like, I've been feeling like I'm so old. But anyways, so dang, it's getting dark. Oh my goodness, you guys, some people just see me. I should have done this 30 minutes ago. Okay, so like I was saying, my friends were like, why don't you ever say yes to any guy that asks you out? Like, what's wrong? Like, some of them even thought I was a lesbian. And they're like, are you gay? Like, I'm like, no, I am not gay. It's like, do you like anyone? I'm like, well, this and this is cute, but yeah, that's about it. It's like, so why you didn't say yes to this guy? He asked you out. I'm like, dude, I'm African. I've been saying this for such a long time. Why don't you guys understand? Like, I can't just date. Like, I have to wait until I'm 25 and just get married, you know. And they were just like, it's like they didn't understand. I feel like it's just the culture difference. That's what they didn't understand. So I didn't really mind their ignorance. Anyways, back to the boy. It was just like, he was asking me questions like, what's your name, blah blah. And he's like, your last name's different, where are you from? And I told him I'm from Africa. He was like, well, you don't look African. I'm like, excuse me? He said, well, you don't look African. I was like, oh, excuse me, so exactly how was I supposed to look like? He's like, no, you just don't look African. He's like, you know, my friend blah blah blah, I won't say his name. I was like, well, I don't know him personally, but you know, just because he's African doesn't mean we all know each other. He's like, well, he's African, and you don't look like that. I was like, well, okay. Like, I feel like he was just trying to find a way to, like, talk to me. So maybe he thought, maybe that's a way to get to me. But anyways, so every day after class, he will, like, walk me to my class. He walked me to my class and whatever. And finally, I remember this clearly. It was like maybe a couple weeks before Halloween. And like, maybe it was 2 weeks before Halloween, I think. He started talking to me. He was like, so do you have a boyfriend? I was like, no. He's like, why not? I was like, what, is it a must to have a boyfriend? He was like, no, I'm just asking. I was like, okay, well, no, I don't have a boyfriend. He says, do you want a boyfriend? I was like, no, I don't want a boyfriend. You know how, like, kids are, like, that's how you know we're kids. Like, who asks, do you want a boyfriend? Like, you have to be a kid to be asking something like that. I was like, no. He was like, oh, okay. So he walked me to my class and whatever. And I know he talked to my friend. Like, I know he talked to her. Because the next day she came to me. She was like, so, I have a dare for you. I was like, okay, cool. What is it? She knew I don't back up from dares, you know. And she was like, well, the next boy that asks you out, you have to say yes. I was like, sure. Like, I'll do it. Like, and miraculously enough, you know, like, after 7th hour, that guy asked me out.
Wanna go out with me?
I was like, oh shit. It was cute. Like, don't get me wrong. It was cute. Are you ready to go back inside, mama? Or are you talking? Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? Yeah? You wanna go to Dada? Okay, let's go to Dada. I'm not recording you guys. I was like, oh, cool. So I guess we're dating. And like, he was like, walk with me this way. And like, usually I walk the opposite way because it's faster, you know. But he walked me the other way. And I was like, okay, cool. I'll walk with you that way. So I decided to finish my story time inside because it was getting too dark. Anyways, so as I was saying, so we walked by the music class instead of like the other way that I regularly walk to. And like, I knew something was up. So he asked me, he was like, have you ever kissed anyone? I was like, no. He's like, do you know how to? I'm like, I don't know, like, how hard can it be? But anyway, so like, he started kissing me. And at first it was fine, right? Just normal. And then this little nugget. He decided to put like his tongue in my mouth. And I was like, yo, I'm not kidding you guys. He put his tongue in my mouth. And this is how I knew he didn't know what he was doing either. Because he literally just went like, and I was like full of saliva. And I was like literally, like, I wanted to puke. And the next thing I heard was, where are you guys supposed to be? I was like, oh shit. I was like, huh? Like, you look back like, huh? What? And you guys, mind this, I was the school ambassador. I was the leader of the school. I was one of the leaders of the school. So like, I couldn't afford to get in any kind of trouble. Like, I was supposed to be like showing these people good behavior and like whatever. And I'm out here like kissing someone. Like, I was like, oh my God, my life is over. I'm gonna get ISS. Like, how do I even explain this at home? Like, it was just like, I was just like so scared. Like, I had never even gotten detention before. So this was huge for me. And like, this was like, he asked again, like, where you guys supposed to be? And I was like, algebra 2. Like, and the guy, I'll call him Josh. I don't know why I'm gonna call him Josh. And Josh was like, he said whatever class he was going to, I don't remember. It's been such a long time. And the teacher was like, okay, why don't you get to class? Like, okay. I remember the walk to class, it was the longest walk ever. It was so awkward. Like that week, it was just terrible for me, honestly, because like, so the teacher didn't tell any teachers, he didn't like report us or anything, but he decided to tell all his students, like, why? And so he decided to tell his students, like, I remember the next day, I was in gym class, and one of my friends, she came to me, she was like, oh my god, I think his name was Mr. Funk. I'm not kidding you guys. I think that was his name, Mr. Funk. Yes, that was his name, Mr. Funk. Oh my goodness. It's been over 10 years. But I remember. 10 years, right? If I'm doing my math right. So, is that true? Mr. Funk said he caught you and Josh making out by his classroom yesterday. I was like, he did? She was like, yeah, is that true? Like, I was like, I guess they saw me differently after that day. Like, it was just like, I was like, oh my god, my reputation. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Like, this is not okay. This is not how my reputation is supposed to be. I'm supposed to be one of the good kids. Like, I was never gonna tell you guys this because it was just so embarrassing. But last night I was watching another YouTuber, and she was talking about her first experience, and it was 10 times worse than mine. So I was like, okay, maybe I can share with you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this short story time. Give me a thumbs up if you like the story. Make sure you comment down below and tell me what you think.